there. Now hitting on the performance, I did a little bit of a speed test between them too, so you can kind of look at it while I'm telling the specs. The Galaxy S10e came out with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 640 GPU, and there were two different models, 128 and 256 gig models. The base model had 6 gigabytes of RAM, the top tier model had 8 gigabytes of RAM. On the S20 we had a Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chipset, an octa-core CPU, an Adreno 650 GPU, and there's only one model of the S20, which is the 12 gigabyte model, and I don't know why they only put one model on the S20. They should have put multiple ones, but it is what it is. I'm not going to freak out about it too much. Now in terms of the actual hardware itself and the performance, as you guys saw, the S20 was blazing fast, it was extremely smooth, and there's very little to hate on the S20. It has so much going for it, and it's just a crazy phone, man. It has literally so much going for it, and I love that phone for it. But the S10e, even though it's pretty much behind the S20 every single time in every single comparison, it's still a very killer phone, and I still think it has a lot going for it for sure. The S10e, with its older chipsets and with its 6 gigabytes of RAM, it has half the RAM as the S20. You kind of still have to give it the benefit of the doubt sometimes, and I'll do a whole separate speed test on both these phones, so this is not the end all be all. This is not like my final answer on these, but definitely for sure the Samsung Galaxy S20 is the better performing phone, whichever way you look at it, in terms of RAM management, in terms of app opening speeds, in terms of app loading speeds. All that stuff is going to be faster on the Samsung Galaxy S20 than on the Samsung Galaxy S10e. But the S10e is still a pretty good performing phone at the end of the day. Now that pretty much covers it up there. Now hitting on the cameras, like I said with the speed comparison, I'm going to do my whole separate video test comparison between these two cameras as well. So keep it locked down on the channel so you don't miss that video whenever that comes out. So this is just going to briefly hit on them a little bit. The Samsung Galaxy S10